to talk about honesty and transparency in City Hall, and something that I refer to all the time, which is a business model rather than a political model of how to run city government. And with it, customer service, because at the end of the day, anybody who's trying to get anything done here in City Hall runs into barricade after barricade and blockade after blockade. It shouldn't be like that, because government is supposed to be here to serve the people, not the other way around. And Chicagoans have lost trust in Mayor Emanuel because of his inability to tell the truth, endless scandals, and political bullying. His administration has been riddled with one scandal after another. City Hall has become merely a place where the mayor chooses to play politics, reward allies, and bully perceived opponents. For these reasons, he has lost the trust of the people of this city. When he was elected mayor, he promised to make Chicago government open, honest, and transparent. He has failed and broken that promise again and again. We will never solve the city's problems if we can't trust the mayor to do what's right. As mayor, I will restore honesty, transparency, and trust to our government. A report released just last month identified Chicago as the most corrupt city in America. That is troubling. Unfortunately, the scandals that have enveloped Chicago city government, see, I need my glasses, that's too bad. I don't want to do this without glasses. Craig, I've articulated this a number of times, but I'll do it over and over again because it's the first question I get asked all the time. The depths and the process of that cover-up came clear to me about 8 months ago. When Steve Patton resigned, he did an exit interview with Fran, where he said that when he saw the video, he believed it was a case of murder. And subsequent to that, I said, well, how did you sell a case of murder to the city council to give the family $5 million of taxpayer money when the officer should not be indemnified for committing a crime? And at the end of the day, his testimony in front of the city finance committee, he said that the officer acted within the scope of his authority. Now, what was different about April of 2015 versus January of 2017? The mayor was in a runoff with Chuy Garcia. So there's a crime called official misconduct. Go take a look at it. And what it says basically is when one public official does something they're not supposed to do for their own benefit or the benefit of somebody else, it's official misconduct. I believe that there's a criminal case to be made. If you read the testimony in front of the city finance committee, I think it's pretty obvious.
Against who, though? Against who?
Well, I think that Steve Patton was the individual most accountable for what happened there. And by the way, I think that the attorneys for the family of Laquan McDonald approached the Corporation Council, I believe it was like March 27th. And here's Steve Patton basically within 2 to 3 weeks in front of the City Council Finance Committee with an agreement. Even though there was not a lawsuit filed, and he says during his testimony that they do this all the time, they give out money without a lawsuit being filed. And he also failed to mention the agreement in the agreement not to release the video. So it's pretty obvious what was happening there, and it's really not even circumstantial to look at this, what was going on in the world and why that would happen.